Joining me today, mayoral candidate, Democratic candidate, Eric Adams. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We are socially distanced, we're outside, and we're both vaccinated. Should we eat some pizza?
Yes.
All right, and we got a vegan pizza.
Yes,
you want to take the first slice?
Yes. And look at that vegan.
Are you constantly looking at polls and, when you get an endorsement or you don't get an endorsement, how does that impact you?
We know our mission. We know we have a good product and a good message, and I know the city. Let's just stay focused.
Let's talk some of the topics today. Police reform. You said that there's a lot of distrust.
We must have the safety we need and the justice we deserve. And they go together. And then we need to be really honest about some people are just not suitable to be police officers. We have to get gun violence under control. And any crisis of this magnitude, you must have prevention and intervention. If we don't get our shootings under control, our gun violence under control, it's going to hurt our recovery. No tourist is going to come and feed our multi-billion-dollar industry if a tourist is shot at Times Square.
When you were an officer, what was something that you felt maybe the mayor could have done differently to help you do your job?
He should have had meetings with everyday beat cops. Day one, I'm going to sit down with my local police officers in each borough and try to do as many communities as possible and say, what's going on? What is happening? What are you seeing on the ground? What could we do better? And then I'm going to talk to my local groups, crisis management team, youth organization, and find out, what do you want your police department to look like?
Let's talk post-pandemic recovery, because the next mayor is stepping into a very tough role.
How do we turn the city around, the economics? Number one, we have to get COVID under control. We have to make sure we have real vaccination to get herd immunity. Two, we have to get crime under control. No one is coming to this city if their employees are afraid to ride the subways, open their businesses, and to be here. Then we have to stop making this city too expensive, too bureaucratic, too difficult to open.
I want to talk marijuana now, because the next mayor is going to be working with the governor and state leaders on, making sure New York City benefits with this. So what are your plans with that?
Well, we have to be very careful with marijuana. I don't join some of my other colleagues that believe we should legalize heroin, legalize crack cocaine, legalize fentanyl. I know with drugs, what they can do to a city. I witnessed it while I policed. We have to be clear to state that this is still a substance that can alter your state. Once we make those rules clear, then we need to really go after those people who are harmed by marijuana arrests. It was disproportionately in communities of color. We should have what's called a legacy project. We need to go back and make people whole, and we need to make sure that those who were impacted could have a part of the industry to open up their local shops and retailers.
All right, we're going to get to a quick slice. One word to describe your first term if you were to win.
Efficiency.
First thing you would do if you were elected.
Align my agencies to no longer be in silos.
Favorite sports team?
Probably the New York Mets. I'm in purgatory.
What's your final pitch to voters?
I am you. I'm a blue-collar mayor. My nails are chipped. I have calluses on my hand. I was a dishwasher, went to school at night, lived on the verge of homelessness, had a learning disability. I was in some dark places, but I didn't believe I was buried. I was planted, and I'm going to use the fruits of my harvest so other people in dark places know that they're planted also.